Hello everyone and welcome to the Starseed Dragon channel. I just got this from Amazon. We're doing a tarot review of the Phantomwise Tarot by Erin Morgenstern. And I'm really hoping that this is not a used deck, because this is how the Literary Witch deck came to me from Amazon as well. So if this is used, I'm going to be 3 kinds of pissed off, just so y'all know. And I will return it and make them send me a new deck. But since we're here, I just got back from the store and I picked up some Phyllis food and I tweaked my back. So we got that going on. So if I move a little bit slower, yeah, this is probably used. So if I move a little bit slower, then that is why. So we open it up and here we have the book. I actually wanted to read from the book on this one, at least for the major arcana, just because when I was reading the description on Amazon, I thought that the descriptions were really something worth sharing. You know what I mean? So let's see how it goes. I really hope this is not a used deck. Really, really hope. We shall see. Okay, well, it looks in order. I really hope that there are... Let me just take a look at it first. Let me measure it. It is curved. Do you see it? Do you see how it's curved? Someone shuffled it like, you know how they shuffle a regular 50-cent deck of cards? That's where you get that bowing. Man. Okay, well, let's measure it. And then I'm going to count the cards to make sure that they're all there. Otherwise, I'm going to trash this video and send this back and have them send me a brand new deck. How's that sound? So it is 4.5 inches, a little over 4.5 inches, or 11.5 centimeters approximately, by, looks like just over 2.5 inches, or 6.5 centimeters, approximately, because you know I can't measure, but I try, and that's the important thing, right? Not happy with this at all. So there's the back. Isn't that pretty? Let's see if we are in order. Ten, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we have wands. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Page, Knight, King, Queen, of Wands, Suit of Cups, Suit of Swords, Pentacles. Okay. Oh, that curviness really, that tells me that it's been used. I can feel the vibrations of it too. I will be returning this and having them exchange it for a new deck. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page, Queen, where's it? Knight. Okay, it's there. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page, Knight, Queen, King. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page, Knight, Queen. Okay, all right. Well, all of the cards are there. So I'll go ahead and review it. I am, just so you know, going to send this back and make them give me a brand new deck because that's what I paid for. And, you know, this just goes to show you that Amazon doesn't always, you can't always, for the most part, Amazon is pretty good at selling things and sending you items that are in good condition and brand new, like the descriptions say. But when it's not, you really need to hold them accountable for it. And it's not just Amazon, that's every online seller. If it's not the quality and the newness that, I mean, I can understand it if I had purchased a used deck, but I did not purchase a used deck. I purchased a new deck. And I paid for full price for a new deck. So that's what I expect to get. And that's what I'm going to make them, hold them accountable to do. And so there's that. Okay, so here we go with the Fool. A small child in a white dress chases a rabbit into a nighttime daydream. The ground beneath her feet is about to give way. Here begins a tumble, head over feet, into unknown, unfathomed depths. A place of childlike wonder, bravery, and exploration, and new adventures to be found. Any warnings from cautious kittens will likely go unheeded, but some moments are best jumped into with reckless enthusiasm. The Magician. A curtain parts and a magician appears, wand in hand, presenting a cup and a sword and a pentacle, elements for creating infinite possibilities. There is nothing up their sleeves, but there may be a card tucked in the brim of a bowler hat. Now is a time for taking action and experimenting. All of the tools needed for manifestations and magic are here. Focus. Place energy into dreams and goals in order to conjure them into reality. The High Priestess. Between two columns, one black and one white, a figure sits, existing in the space between. One eye is covered, looking only inward, while the other looks outward. A book sits open, waiting to be read by the light of an impossible moon. Here is the guardian of secrets and solitude and hidden things. A time to pause and contemplate and understand what it is being sought. To plumb hidden depths and ponder mysteries both new and ancient. This deck is just, I really am digging this book, and that's why I wanted to read from the book on this one. I know I've been just flipping through and looking at the cards on tarot reviews lately, but you know, something about this deck told me that I just needed to read these, the guidebook on these cards. Okay, here we are with the Empress. A seated figure in a long gown watches as things grow. A flower crown sits upon their head, another single bloom held in hand. Vines curl around their feet, and roses spring from the ground, moving ever upwards. Everything here is bright and blooming and nurturing, creative and fertile and alive, grounded and growing, sensual and sensitive. Now is a time of beauty and art and life, blossoming and abundant. The Emperor. A figure sits on a throne composed of strict lines and sharp angles. The architectural chair sits solidly upon the earth, supporting its occupants as they conduct their surroundings. Even curls of intense smoke drift with precision in the directions they are meant to. Structure and form, command and control, authority and organization, a place to bend and shape things into desired designs, a time of confidence, order, rules, and regulations. The Hierophant. Two inquisitive cats sit in a library overflowing with books, listening attentively at the feet of their storyteller. When the story is completed, they will ask politely for another. This is a place of dusty tomes and ancient tales, of wisdom gathered and shared, a space for storytelling and story listening. Students who are ready to learn, ears pricked and tails calm and attentive, seeking and finding deeper knowledge and meaning. The Lovers. A couple sits together on a swing high in the air, hands clasped together. No words are required in this moment. Here is a deep connection made up in the clouds, looking over the world from a shared viewpoint. This is a soft space filled with new love, a harmonious balance, a time to luxuriate in. Possibly a time for making choices to determine needs and desires and whether or not a relationship suits those needs and desires. The Chariot. A black and white striped hot air balloon lifts up into the night sky, Floating above the clouds, its movement seems effortless, but in truth, this vessel is carefully controlled by strings and air and heat. This is a buoyant balance between black and white, conscious and subconscious, victoriously reaching new heights, moving ever closer to the stars, a time to exercise control in order to rise to the occasion, a marvelous triumph. Strength. A figure sits upon a garden wall surrounded by carefully sculpted topiaries as they gently pet a large snow leopard who rests transfixed upon their lap. This is a place to tame what is wild, a place of calmness in the presence of claws and teeth. Here is the courage to face threats, calm and collected, strong and soft, with inner or outer strength, compassion with a light and tender hand. The Hermit. On a quiet mountaintop, there is a tree. A glowing lantern hangs from its branches, illuminating the darkness, and a solitary seeker, serenely searching. This is a place of introspection, a retreat, a space to draw back and look within. Now is a time to find a quiet spot and a soft light, to sit comfortably and tune out the noise of the world. Discover a stillness, and within that stillness, gain a greater understanding. These cards are matte finish, but they've got that, can you hear that? They've got the texture to it. So, I mean, they're a nice thickness, that's for sure. I wish they weren't used, or I would have kept them. The Wheel of Fortune. Black and white swirl together in a hypnotic spiral surrounded by intricate, delicate knots. It is difficult to discern which direction is up and which is down. This is the ever-turning wheel of fortune and fate and fables. This moment is about luck and timing and turning points. Everything is uncertain in constant, sometimes dizzying movement. Change is afoot and events are unpredictable, a time of visions and realizations and twists of fate. Justice. A figure holds a set of scales lightly in one hand, anticipating a weighing of evidence. A sheathed sword rests in their back, or on their back, ready to cut through that which obfuscates in order to reach what is fair and just. This is a place of restoring balance and harmony, a time to view things with a rational eye, a time for stepping back, observing, assessing, and then doing what must be done. Truth and justice, and receiving what is deserved. The Hanged Man. A bright spotlight cuts through the darkness, illuminating a figure in full formal wear, suspended from one foot. They appear calm and collected, arms tucked behind their back and top hat somehow remaining in place upon their head. This is a serene suspension, letting go and surrendering. relinquishing control, a change in perspective that might lead to a changed mind, letting the blood rush to the head to see what new ideas it might awaken. Death. A figure sits upon a high stone wall, their visage obscured by a large striped umbrella. A Sith decorated with ribbons rests in their lap, ready to bring endings and celebrate new beginnings. This is a time of great change and transformation. A storm passes and leaves something new in its wake. A transition, a letting go, a time to cut out that which no longer serves and to release the past. Make room for new things and new growth and rebirth. Temperance. A winged figure gracefully fills a cup without looking at the vessel. A measured, well-practiced action. Their long gown is striped in black and white, the lightness of one contemplating the darkness of the other. This is a place of balance and tranquility, moderation and virtue, alchemy and tea. Here there is a mixing of opposing forces into harmony, a time for compromises, equilibrium, self-control, the finding of happy mediums. It's so beautiful. I really am enjoying how they're writing the descriptions. And I would say that this would be something if, one of my friends said, hey, I want to learn tarot, I might hand them this deck, to be honest. Because, it's a little more modern, a little steampunky, a little dark noir, but it's brilliant in the simplicity of the descriptions, right? So we go, the devil. A figure sits with shadowed eyes and an easy smile, a little bit menacing and a little bit intriguing. A sweet-voiced temptation. The shadows here are dark, but the brilliance of the light also makes it difficult to see clearly. A time of sitting in the shadow of something or someone, bound by fears or blinded by illusions. The need to stand up and move away from the darkness at this table and explore the light beyond. Isn't that something? The Tower. A sudden bolt of lightning strikes a tall clock tower, unexpected and violent, destroying its gears and interrupting its steady keeping of the time. This is a catalyst, a sudden tumultuous interruption, a time of unforeseen events and sudden revelations, seeing through to the truth and the gears behind the face of the clock, a forcible change and perhaps an unwanted one, but broken pieces of clockwork can be rebuilt anew. The Star. Sitting on a starlit shore is a figure gazing up at the night sky. They pour 2 jars of liquid, emptying the contents of one onto land and the other into water, letting them flow back into the earth. Far above shines a bright, bold star to wish bright, bold wishes upon. A time to seek guidance and celestial navigation, hope and illumination, inspiration and optimism for the future, the opening of hearts, the releasing of fears. The Moon. It is easy to find oneself lost in these woods. The ravens will provide no guidance. They only observe beneath the soft glow of the moon. This is a place of nighttime secrets and hidden things and cats who keep their secrets to themselves. A time of bewilderment, a space that may be enchanting or disorienting. In these shadows, things are not what they seem, so they must be navigated with care and intuition. Beautiful. The sun. Here is a garden filled with giddy sunflowers. They stretch upward, gazing adoringly at the radiant sun in a cloudless sky. This is a place to bask in joy, brightness, and blossoming happiness. A place for communication and creativity and excitement. Self-confidence is blooming, freed from fears and darkness, enlightened, and everything is energetic and brilliant and sparkling, a time of attracting positivity and splendor. Judgment. A jackal-headed god of the dead observes a set of scales balanced upon the key of life, gauging the heavens of hearts against gauging the heaviness of hearts against the lightness of feathers. A heart that weighs less than a feather represents a life complete and ready for rebirth. Now is a time of honest appraisal. Liberate the heart and allow it to be feather light. A time for ascension and epiphanies, transformation and revival and renewal. That's a beautiful description. I love it. The world. A familiar figure who is now more than a child stands holding the tree of the world in their hands. A rabbit has been found, mysteries have been unraveled, and stories have reached their conclusions. They stand accomplished and triumphant, ready and waiting for new adventures to begin. This is the completion of a cycle, a time of having the world at your fingertips, the universe whole and harmonious, with ever-expanding horizons. And let me just go back to the Fool. Man, I wish these weren't used cards. Little girl, all grown up. Isn't that beautiful? I really love it when creators do that. Mold the major arcana into a bold story. So I've read the descriptions from the book for the major arcana. I won't read them for the rest. We're just going to flip through the rest. But I wanted to, at minimum, give you an idea of how these descriptions play out and read in the guidebook. That will be really helpful, especially for those of you who are beginners. This, in my opinion, would be a great substitution for a traditional Rider-Waite type deck because of the descriptions and how they're laid out. And so here we go. We have the Suit of Wands, we have the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Four of Wands, beautiful, Five of Wands, Six of Wands, Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands, 10 of Wands. I really love how these are black and white. I dig the black and white decks. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird. Maybe I get overstimulated by color sometimes. Sometimes decks are like oversaturated with color, and I don't like the pastel ones personally. So you probably won't see me reviewing anything pastel. We have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, and then we go with the Suit of Cups. So this is the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, Three of Cups, Four of Cups, Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups, that is, I like how they're walking up a long flight of stairs, because it is difficult to walk away from that which no longer serves you, especially when there are people that you love deeply. It's a long, difficult, it's difficult to do that, right? So this person walking up the stairs away from these cups really depicts that for me. I don't know about you, but for me it does. The Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups, bunnies, the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. Then we go with the Suit of Swords, and this is the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, Three of Swords, Four of Swords, Five of Swords, Six of Swords, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords. I like that she's not even bound. She just stands there blindfolded. That's something. The Nine of Swords. Ten of Swords. Page of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. And the King of Swords. And here we are with our last suit, the Suit of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Well, that's just beautiful. That's appropriate too, right? Because it's about legacy wealth, right? Living in your castle. You've got the happy family, the dogs, the abundance, the growth. This is the happily ever after. I know a lot of people think that the 10 of Cups is the happily ever after card, but this is the entire package, right? The entire thing, not just emotionally, but intuitively, in this earth realm, you know, materially, spiritually. It's the whole thing, right? Everyone deserves a castle. The Page of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles. This is a beautiful deck, and you know, I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and I will be, even though I will be exchanging this new deck, or this used deck rather, for a new deck, which is what I actually purchased. I'm so disappointed that it's so curved. Look at that. I know, you know, you do what you want to do. My personal belief system is that you don't shuffle cards, tarot and oracle cards, like they're a deck of 50-cent playing cards. It's inappropriate. This is disrespectful right here. And that's solely my opinion. But it's my opinion nonetheless. And since this is my channel, I'm going to speak my opinion. So there we have it. This was here, right? So yeah, I was really concerned when I saw that this was closed up with one of these. That tells me right away, because we had the same problem with that last deck that I reviewed, that Literary Witches Oracle, was the same way, right? Here we have with the gold shiny stuff. It's pretty. I like this deck. And when I exchange it for an actual new one that I paid for, then I will probably end up keeping it and using it in readings. But this is from the author of The Night Circus. So this is a beautiful deck. It really, really is. And I would say that this is something, if you're new and you like the black and white images, right? If you want something that's a little bit more modern and not traditional Rider-Waite style, these would be appropriate for a beginner, right? They're appropriate for any intuitive level, right? And someone who's an experienced card reader would love. I'm an experienced card reader. I would love to have a brand new deck of this. But again, I mean, this is just something that I need to share with you, because, you know, Amazon's, first of all, not the only place that you can buy tarot cards at. or anything else, really. They just have kind of a monopoly because of the fact that they've made themselves irresistible with offering, you know, fast delivery, same day delivery and whatnot. Personally, I can wait. And I will always click on the, you know, no rush, and they give me $4 for, to go on my Prime Music account or my Kindle account so I can get Kindle books. But, you know, it is what it is. I get free Kindle books anyway, so, but I do have a subscription for my Prime Music, so I'll save that up and I'll, you know, probably buy another album or something. But, you know, they're not the only ones who, you know, sell. I wonder if magic.com might sell these. I will check. But, yeah, you know, it's one of those things where even Amazon messes up. I've had to return 3 things this week. This is my 3rd thing that I'm going to end up having to return. And I mean, I think it has a lot to do with the location and the time period. You know, it's holiday season and it's a very busy time for retailers everywhere. And mistakes get made. But for the most part, I mean, I usually have pretty good luck. But you know, that's something to be aware of. You know, if your deck comes with a little clear tabby like this, no matter what deck you order, if it comes with a little clear tabby like this, that you could tell when I first opened it, that wasn't from the manufacturer. Somebody else obviously put that on there. That told me right away that this was a used deck. And then when I opened it up and it was curved, yeah, that kind of bummed me out. But it is what it is, and I'll just exchange it. I have a couple of other things to exchange anyway, so other than that, I hope that you enjoyed this. And if there are any decks out there or anything really that you would like for me to review, let me know in the comment section below. I did order some gel nails. They're coming from China, so it'll probably take a while for them to get here. But when I get those, I'm going to do a video reviewing them because that ad keeps showing up on my Facebook stream. So I thought I'd buy it and review it because I don't know. I mean, I'm not a fashion person or anything like that, but they seem to be like really all the rave. And I just, when I see ads like that, especially on, you know, on my Facebook news page or whatever it's called, it kind of makes me wonder how many people are buying things like that and then ending up getting ripped off and not having any way of being able to get a refund, right? Or recuperate their loss. But it is what it is. I'm going to review it so you don't have to spend, see, I think I spent like $30 or something on it. But I'll let you know when I review that, when I receive it. Other than that, you know, if there's anything that you would like for me to review, put it in the comment section below. And I'll see what I could do about obtaining said item and reviewing it for you. Other than that, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you on the next video.